Well, continuing now with other stories, France has deployed troops in the Central African Republic under the pretext of securing French citizens there. But just 2 days after their arrival, they have already killed 2 people. French troops shot and killed 2 Indians by firing at vehicles approaching the airport in the capital. Now, they have been deployed to protect the airport. The French Defense Ministry has said that the shooting happened, quote, in a particularly confusing situation. Paris has dispatched its troops to the Central African Republic following the takeover of the capital by local fighters over the weekend. Now, the mission in the Central African Republic is France's second war in Africa. The other war in Mali has forced thousands of people out of their homes in France's former colonies. Well, switching over to Washington, joined by African policy analyst Mr. Naya Kute. Thank you so much for being with us. What is exactly going on? Now we've seen the second country being invaded by Paris, of course, once again, with the excuse of basically trying to protect French citizens and bringing back normalcy. Your take on this, what exactly is going on?
Well, I think, as you mentioned, this is the second time in 3 months that French troops have gone into sub-Saharan Africa. The first was in January in Mali, and this one in the Central African Republic. I actually see the 2 situations as very different because the French intervention in Mali in January was actually requested by the Africans and was blessed by the UN. This one in Central African Republic, to me, is extremely troubling. Number one, the government that has just been overthrown, President Bouzize, who had fled from the country, he asked for French support and the French refused. The Africans have not asked for it, and the United Nations has not blessed it. So it seems to me that this French intervention into Central African Republic is far more troubling. We don't know the full details yet, so I'm particularly keen to find out what happens. But from what we know, it is very troubling.
All right, well, thank you so much for that update on the Central African situation. African policy analyst out of Washington, Mr. Naya Kute. Appreciate you being with us.